Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are discussing NNDM stock, BNGO stock, and SENS stock. For Nano Dimension stock news today, we have Nano Dimension racking in more money through a stock offering to raise more capital for an acquisition, which is coming up. Next, we have Senseonics stock in the news, and we will be talking how SENS stock could surge with the approaching catalysts and their partnership. And lastly, we will talk about Bionano Genomics, which continues to impress because of the new studies that have come out regarding how useful BNGO's technology truly is. Like this video right now if you own NNDM stock, BNGO stock, or SENS stock. Comment down below which one you like the most, subscribe for more stock news, and let's make you some free money with Webull. Webull is a free brokerage app where you can buy and sell stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies. But right now, you can get 2 free stocks with Webull. You can get the first free stock, which can be worth anywhere from $2 to $250 for just creating an account. And you can get a second free stock, which can be worth up to $1,600 if you invest $100 or more on your first deposit. You will have a 1 in 100 chance of getting stocks like Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting stocks like Google or Procter & Gamble. To get this offer, just press on the link in my description box down below, but do it quickly because this offer will not last forever. And without further ado, let's get into today's stories. The Israeli 3D printing company named Nano Dimension, ticker symbol NNDM, has raised another $500 million, which would conclude its 8th round of funding, which puts NNDM's cash balance at around $1.5 billion. Now, Nano Dimension is still not a profitable company yet, but it certainly knows how to raise capital, which is what NNDM did by issuing 39.1 million shares at $12.80, even though NNDM has already raised over $600 million just a few months ago. Although Nano Dimension is not profitable, they are still making revenue, such as in the first 9 months of 2020, NNDM made $1.4 million, which is a 72% loss from the year before. But that is understandable considering what most companies and people went through in 2020. Because of 2020, Nano Dimension's net loss increased from $7 million to $31 million, which is definitely not good. However, NNDM stock is still going strong, and I say that it's a buy below $15. Nano Dimension is not set to truly start ramping up until the following years, but the momentum is building now, especially because of their upcoming acquisition mergers. But sadly, no new news has come out about Nano Dimension's mergers, but I will keep you all updated. Next up, we have Senseonics stock news, ticker symbol SENS, and we are all looking forward to Senseonics Eversense glucose level reader for individuals with diabetes to be approved for a 6-month usage period by the FDA instead of just a 3-month period, which is the current version. The original FDA due date was pushed back until the second quarter of 2021, which is fast approaching, but we have a problem. The problem is that the FDA may have to postpone the approval process again, which will cause SENS stock to pull back, which could be a great buying opportunity. This would not even be so bad considering that SENS stock has great sales predictions with net revenues coming in at $12 to $15 million for the projected year of 2021. But this is happening while Senseonics has partnered under a new agreement where they are switching from Roche to Acentia diabetes care. Roche originally was the only contracted distributor of Senseonics Eversense glucose monitoring system in Europe, the Middle East, Africa, Asia Pacific, and Latin America, but it gave up its rights to be Senseonics distributor on January 31st. Because of that, Senseonics entered into an agreement with Acentia to finance up to $80 million to get Senseonics' product the international exposure that it needs. This agreement is set to last until 2025, but it could always be renegotiated at the end of this term. In the first quarter of next year, our top priority is executing an orderly commercial transition in Europe from Roche to Acentia while maintaining uninterrupted patient and provider service. That was a quote from the president and CEO of Senseonics, which fully supports this transition and new agreement. So this is really good news for Senseonics. The international revenues are predicted to make up more than 50% of Senseonics revenue, but the US presents an extremely lucrative opportunity for SENS stock and SENS in general, because Senseonics Eversense device will be included in the Category 3 CPT codes in Medicare 2021, which will set payment rates for the device and for the procedure across the United States. Up next, we have Bionano Genomics stock news. BNGO stock has rallied massively lately because BNGO's optical genome mapping technology has been found to identify structural variants in cancerous solid tumors. A study was conducted by the Penn State Institute for Personalized Medicine, where they used Bionano Genomics technology to perform DNA analysis on 20 solid tumor samples from cancer patients. This has validated Bionano Genomics' saphyr genome mapping system to be revolutionary and useful for solid tumor analysis, cancer research, and clinical testing. Now, this study opens the door wide open for Bionano Genomics technology to be even more recognized and useful, because now it is known that saphyr can help patients with all different types of tumors, including colon, liver, brain, bladder, kidney, lung, and thyroid tumors. This means that Bionano Genomics' target market has expanded well beyond their initial target market, which makes Bionano Genomics technology even more valuable than previously predicted, because all the problems that it can now help with, especially in targeted therapies, because it will bring Bionano Genomics more revenue, because now more people need their machines, which means they can sell more of their machines. The lead PhD for this study had to say this about Bionano Genomics technology, and I quote, "Oncologists studying liquid tumors such as leukemia have had the ability to visualize somatic structural variants across the entire tumor genome through karyotyping. This tool has offered enormous benefits for prognosis and treatment selection, resulting in significant and steadily improving outcomes for such patients. Solid tumors cannot be analyzed by karyotyping, meaning that oncologists dealing with those tumors have not had that tool in their diagnostic arsenal. Our results with Bionano's OGM technology demonstrates the feasibility not only of obtaining the same global view of somatic structural variances across the entire solid tumor genome, but also of doing so with a 10,000 times greater resolution than that afforded by karyotyping." Basically, Bionano Genomics technology supersedes any other technology in this area, and this hospital and institution is very glad that they have this technology. The CEO of Bionano Genomics had to say this in response, and I quote, "The ability of an oncologist to prescribe the optimal treatment for a cancer patient depends on their ability to fully characterize all variants found in the patient's tumor. Studies from around the world have already shown that saphyr detects structural variants comprehensively in a variety of leukemias. Dr. Broach's work now demonstrates that saphyr is uniquely capable of identifying clinically important SVs in solid tumor samples as well, and that it does so with a simple, automated analysis workflow that doesn't require complex bioinformatic analysis. By adding solid tumor analysis to that of leukemias for both cancer research and clinical testing, the largest market in oncology becomes accessible to Bionano." I really like BNGO stock, and I view it as a long-term investment. Their technology is amazing, and it has numerous use cases. Although I do think Bionano Genomics stock will be volatile in the short term, I think the future growth potential far outweighs that. This is a company that helps people and it helps the world, and that is an investment that I can believe in. Remember to like this video for NNDM stock, SENS stock, and BNGO stock. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts, and if you made it this far in the video, then subscribe for more stock news, and I will see all of you in the next YT video.